Traveling Frogman. Well, today I'm going to show you how I travel internationally with just one bag and no check-in. Very easy to do. I'm going to take everything right here, what's on this table, and it's going to go inside this 40-liter GR2 pack. And I'm going to show you step by step on how I actually pack this bag for world travel around the world. So follow me along and let's get started. Now the best way, what I found that works best for me, is using these things called packing cubes, or they're kind of like compression sacks. And I'm actually going to show you how I actually pack this, because it makes a world of difference if you can compress your clothes into one little ball and fit it in your pack. So step by step, what I do is these right here actually compress the clothes into one happy piece. Now first thing I like to do, these are what I call my workout bands, okay? These are something that I travel with, and it's just kind of like a portable gym. And I have 3 different sizes right here. And that's the first thing I do, is I put them inside my bag, right in the back here. Kind of position them a little bit in the bag. Usually they fit in the best for me. So I fit those in the back right there. And then what I have here, this is what you call an anchor for it, and you can put this inside of a door, and then you can use this to anchor the bands on. So what I do is I kind of fold that up a little bit and just kind of lay it inside here. So there I've got my workout bands inside my first compression sack. Then I take my clothes, and it kind of varies on how many clothes you're actually going to bring. You got to remember, you're only packing with one bag, and you got to consider how many shirts you're going to take. So you're going to be doing a lot of washing and wearing. So this is what I do. Take the shirt or shirts and then roll them up. And I've already got them pre-rolled, so I can kind of speed things up a little bit. And then just kind of place it in the back here, one at a time. Now I use a lot of these things called rash guards, because I do a lot of hiking and it protects me from the sun. So they actually got kind of a sunblock. And plus, when you wash them in the sink with any type of soap, they dry really fast. And that's the key, is having clothes that dry really fast. And merino wool is actually pretty good if you can get a hold of some of those. And this shirt right here is just a really quick shirt made out of merino wool, and it's a lot of wash and wear. So I place that on the bottom right here. See if I can show you what I'm doing right here. So I've got all my shirts rolled up right there. You know, and sometimes I, wear extra glasses. I'll actually just wrap those up into some other clothing here, so it kind of protects the glass. And if you got sunglasses, you can do the same thing. If you bring a pair of sunglasses, extra pair, you can actually put those like right inside the bag, wrap them up in either some socks or shirt, underwear, and that helps out a lot. Workout clothes, underwear, all fits nice and neat in here. Now what I like to do is I use wool socks, and because I do a lot of hiking on these coastlines that I go to in Southeast Asia, it prevents a lot of blisters, so wool socks are the way I go. Plus it's very easy to wash and wear these things and hang them up to dry, and usually dry within 24 hours. Put them in here. And then you got everything right here in this compression sack, and then all you have to do is zipper it together. Now when you're putting this thing together, you got to be really careful so you don't get the material on the zipper, and it's just a little bit tricky, but if you just work it just a little bit at a time, it works out pretty well. Push it in there. I usually go zipper top, right here. So this is my first compression sack right here. I've got almost all my clothing inside of it, along with my workout bands. So right here is step number 1. I've also got 2 other bags right here that I can use. Now, we're going to go to the actual bag itself. Now this is the 40-liter GR2 bag. Now this bag weighs about 4 pounds or 2 kilos. And it's pretty good as far as durability, and I've used it for quite a few years now. And it's actually fits well in the overheads, and you can also jam it under the seat if you have to do that. So you open up the bag right now. It kind of opens up like a clamshell right here, and this is what I like about it. So first thing, what I do is I actually got extra clothing here. Here's my extra pair of shorts because I'm wearing one pair and I got another pair right there. I lay these in the bottom just like this. So you see this? You can lay that right in the bottom right there. Then I always carry a flop hat because I do a lot of hiking, and I lay that right in the bottom right there. Now this is an actual strap right here that I use for working out for my bands and so forth. And I usually, let me back up a little bit. There's a pocket right behind this GR2 right here. I usually put that right in the back here. Now you can never go wrong with enough Ziploc bags. I carry a lot of Ziploc bags, and you just put them in there, and if you need them, you just grab them. So what I do is I keep those in this back pocket. Extra pair of shorts, pants, hat. Now, also my jacket. Now this is just like a little fleece jacket right here, and I lay that right on the bottom right here. So it kind of goes in the bottom like this. It's all nice and neat. You kind of compress it down a little bit. Next thing, this right here is what I call a little day pack, and it really comes in really handy when you need to not carry this big pack around or your regular pack. You can kind of melt things down a little bit. So what I actually do is take my first compression bag, put that inside this bag right here, and then lay it on the top right here. Fit it in there just a little bit. There we go. That's all nice and neat. Okay, next bag right here is I call my med bag. Right inside this bag right here, I've got medications for various things. Since I travel around the world, I go to various countries. I got various medications like Cipro, so forth, for travel sicknesses, and that fits right in one of these clamshells right here. So you see this right there. This is what I call, in the teams we call this 550 cord or paracord. It comes in handy. You can set it up in your hotel room and make a laundry line out of it. It's pretty cool. All it is paracord. Put that on the side right there. Never travel without Band-Aids, moleskin, and quick clot. Because I do a lot of hiking, this comes in really handy. I also carry a tourniquet with me also. So what I do is I kind of put that in a little Ziploc bag right here, and then put it inside this clamshell right there. So, right there. Now we move on to the electronics. Now electronics, what I do is this pocket right up here is I take the bag right here, place it inside for easy use. This is what I do. I travel with a Mac 2 Air, which is really light, and I'll show you how I pack that once I get to it. This is the actual cord for it. It goes right inside right here. So right now, we're almost packed. I got my stick right here that I carry my camera. Now I carry both a a Galaxy phone and a GoPro, and I can configure it to this stick right here. So what I do is I put this right here in the front. So it packs neatly. I can get it out easily if I need to get it out of an airport and so forth. Next, you have your computer. Inside here I carry my extra computer, jump drives, hard drives, anything I need for my Mac right here. And what I do is I put it in this other compression sack, slide it inside. Now, one note on these little plastic pouches right here are pretty handy. Instead of a Ziploc bag, they protect your electronics a lot better than, let's say, a Ziploc would do. So I highly recommend something like this. And you can find them off of Amazon. Just Google it. Slide it in this bag right here. Now, what I do is I put that first compression sack inside here, like this. And I can also fit an extra pair of socks in here, and I often do. Extra pair of underwear. It all goes right in there. Next, you got your what we call a liquid pouch right here. Same thing with a liquid pouch. Instead of a Ziploc bag, you cram everything you need right here. Now, one thing I've learned about this is you don't have to get every type of liquid available. Depending on what country you're actually going to, you can actually pick up a lot of that wherever you're going. Now, a lot of times I've actually worked in some really remote areas and there is absolutely no store available anywhere. So you pretty much have to have everything on your back. And I've kind of learned that. Although I've kind of cut down now because I know where I'm going and it's much easier to just go down to the store and buy something. So take this and I slide it in here and I put it on the top because you always have to pull that out for the security. In here is just another extra pouch, compression sack, and what I do there is I carry some extra spectacles, and also this right here is my GoPro case because I just don't like to throw the GoPro in there. I want to protect the lens. Take that, place it on the top there. So there we have it right here. First clamshell is packed, and then you can wrap it around to the next shell right here. Now in here I carry all my basic supply parts like shaving, toothbrush, slide it in here. Anything extra that you want to get quickly. And you can take all of that, zip it together right here, zip it together right here. The zippers on these things are pretty good. They're pretty tough, although I did add some extra cord to it. Right here. And I always get them all zipped up right here, meet them all in the middle. Carabiner, I always carry a carabiner with me and they come in handy many times over and over again. Pair of gloves. I carry those right down the middle right here. Pack them up there. And in the back right here, this is where the computer goes. They say it's bomb-proof, according to GORUCK. Take that, and then just slide it down right here. Right now this bag, if I weighed it, would probably weigh about 25 pounds. Now I've got a few tips and tricks that I actually use that have helped me over the years. And number one, these pants right here. What I like about these pants is, one, they have zipper pockets. Okay, and it's really important when you travel to have some type of zipper pocket on there, like this. That way you can stuff your passport or anything important document in the front pocket. And also, these turn from shorts to long pants, and it's just a matter of taking this right here and zipping these together right there. So that's kind of combination long pants, shorts. Number two, oftentimes when you get into airlines can be really finicky. Some will say you can only have, your carry-on bag can be only 16 pounds or 12 pounds, so you have to have a plan for that, and I'm going to show you what I do for that plan. Number one, real quick. When you open up your bag here, and you know there's a limit on your carry-on, because you don't want to check in a bag. You have all these weighed out, and you pull out what you need to pull out to equal that weight for the plane. In other words, and that's why this little bag right here comes in handy, because you can take this right here, throw it on your back, and then go up to the check-in counter, and they can weigh your bag, and you'll probably get it down, and you'll be good to go for the weight for the carry-on. So no sweat, just put it inside another little bag, put it on your back, put it in your pocket, make your way to the check-in counter, and pass the check-in test, and then once you get inside the terminal, then you can rearrange things back to normal again. That's my little trick on how to get through airline weight standards. And it works pretty good. Now, it works with a backpack. I'm not sure about a roller bag because I don't travel with a roller bag, but one thing to consider between roller bags and packs, you have to be able to fit it underneath the seat, and that's key. Because oftentimes you're going to get on an airplane and the overhead is full. So you're going to have to be able to jam this underneath the seat. And one thing I've learned about this 40-liter GR2 is it fits under a seat really nice. Last but not least, what I learned in the teams is what we call first line, second line, third line. Okay, first line is what you carry, most important, passport, important documents. Always carry those in your zipper pockets. That way, if you lose your next line, you still have your most important documents. Second line is you got inside here, you have maybe your airline tickets, extra things that you want on the planes while you're in flight stuff, comfy stuff, you know, headphones, whatever it may be. And of course, your third line gear right here. And what's good to do is actually practice putting it on your back, walk around with it, see how comfortable you are. And also, another quick point is try living off this bag for 2 or 3 days and then see how it works for you. And if it works, rearrange it a little bit to make it comfortable, and I think you'll find that it works pretty well. Now, like I say, this is the 40-liter GR2. There's a lot of packs out there, and if you can get it down to a one-bag travel, I highly recommend it. Thank you very much for following along on my video, and I'll see you in my next video.